What's up, fan addicts, fan guy addicts? It's your boy Josh Fan Guy here for another edition, episode 9, I believe, of the Ultimate Fan Guy, where today we're going to talk about my favorite songs from iconic TV moments. Now, we're leaving out theme songs today, so you won't be seeing any of the, from Friends or anything like that, or the OCs, California. Here we come, because that is a theme song. I left those off. So these are just moments that happened throughout the show that were iconic. So as you can see on the screen right now, number 10 is The Reigns of Castamere from Game of Thrones. Now this is my favorite show on the list, but because it was kind of an original song, and if you ask most people who aren't at least pretty hardcore Game of Thrones fans what the name of the song was, they wouldn't be able to tell you because it's not on the radio or anything like that. But I think that the moment that it happened and the song played was so impactful and really was maybe the biggest moment of the entire series that it was important to include it on the list. So The Reigns of Castamere from Game of Thrones, The Red Wedding. I'm going to try not to do too many spoilers. There might be a few semi-spoilers today, but not anything crazy. Like, I'm not going to explain what The Reigns of Castamere is any more than I already have. It's just the penultimate song of that show, and it happens at the Red Wedding, which is a very significant event. Number 9, the show is Scrubs. The song is How to Save a Life by The Fray. If you're not familiar with this song, there are so many copyright laws that I can't actually play the songs unless I'm doing this live. So you're just going to have to deal with either my bad singing or my expectation that you know what song I'm talking about. This is How to Save a Life by The Fray. How to Save a Life, something like that on the chorus. And this moment happens in the first episode I ever saw of Scrubs. It kind of got me liking the show and thinking it had a pretty good musical soundtrack, like musical choices, because the first episode I watched featured How to Save a Life by The Fray. And it is Scrubs, which is a really cool show if you haven't seen it. Moving on to number 8. This is clearly Fix You by Coldplay is the song. This was actually featured on several shows. It was in Glee. It was in the OC. I think it was also in Scrubs. So this song had several big moments throughout television history. Probably the most memorable is the OC, where a big event happens while Fix You is playing. It's a great song, again, by Coldplay. You see the picture of Chris Martin right there. So Fix You by Coldplay, featured in OC, Glee, and Scrubs, comes in at number 8. Number 7, this television show, in case you can't pass an iChart test, is ER. And the song is It's a Wonderful World and Somewhere Over the Rainbow, the ukulele version by Iz. Beautiful song, and it happens at a really sad moment. Without giving too much away, maybe one of the main characters, maybe it's one of the 6 people in this picture, might meet an untimely end, and while that's happening, Somewhere Over the Rainbow / It's a Wonderful World, the little ukulele Hawaiian version is playing. So it's a pretty iconic moment in television history if you watched ER at all. And that is my choice for number 7. Moving on to number 6. So the song is Chasing Cars. The show is Grey's Anatomy. It's crazy that this made my list because I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. I've actually seen a few episodes, including one episode that happened to have this song in it. And I still know enough about just television culture, pop culture, to know that there's this song, Chasing Cars, and when it plays in Grey's Anatomy, if you're like a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, you probably don't want to watch what's about to happen after, because it's like the harbinger of doom on Grey's Anatomy. As soon as you hear the if we lay here, if we just lay here, that, like, you just know it's about to get real. So and just forget the world. Yeah, that song. whoa, you a Grey's Anatomy fan, you already know what's about to happen. So, and I'm not even a fan of the show, and I know that. So, this song somehow climbed to number 6 on my list just due to its very big reputation as a harbinger of absolute something terrible on Grey's Anatomy, or something really good, both ways, just extreme emotion. Number 5, this is Don't Stop Believing, Journey. The show is Glee and The Sopranos. I had a hard time deciding which one I was going to feature here, but the song is Don't Stop Believing by Journey. As it happens in the television show Glee, season 1, the group is getting ready to do their big competition, and that's the iconic song they sung. I think just that episode alone probably got Journey a ton of royalties because it kind of, I mean, the song's always been great, but kind of reinvigorated, repopularized that song with a younger crowd to the point of it really increased. This was a significant moment in Journey's career, as crazy as that sounds. And I love Journey. So Don't Stop Believing coming in at number 5. Number 4, this show is Californication. This is a show that was on Showtime. It featured, as you can see, David Duchovny. We all know him as Fox Mulder. The whole cast was good. Everyone featured right there, and some other people. And it was just a great show. The song is LA Song by Beth Hart. It is a fantastic song. LA Song by Beth Hart. I believe it plays very close to the series finale. And it's just an iconic moment in this show. The song is beautiful. It turned me on to Beth Hart's music, which she's a singer-songwriter type. But LA Song is an amazing song, and it was featured in this show. Number 3, probably my favorite iconic moment, maybe on the whole list, is The Umbrella Academy. I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. So this scene that is shown in this picture is basically the Umbrella Academy follows a family that has very different. They have different personality types. They're all adopted, and they all have very distinct personality types. So I think this moment in cinematic history, this was brilliantly directed. The song chosen was perfect. The portrayal by the actors was also perfect. Yeah, I think it happens in episode 1 of The Umbrella Academy. It's definitely worth watching, even if you're not going to like the whole series, which was also very good and worth watching. But even if you only watch the first episode for this moment, you should without a doubt be able to appreciate this moment. And yeah, I mean, it's a masterpiece on so many levels. Blew me away. This moment was just amazing. I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. Children Behave. Moving on to number 2, one of my favorite little musical fictitious groups, Jeffster. They sang Toto's Africa in the season 1 finale of Chuck. This was an absolutely fantastic moment. It's a very nostalgic moment for me because I love the show so much. It was the song that's playing when the main character, Chuck, finally has his first sort of semi-romantic moment with the girl of his dreams. Toto's Africa is playing by these characters. I mean, even in this scene right here, I believe that this guy is, this guy over here is nervous. And so this guy is giving him the speech from the Eminem song, Lose Yourself. He's saying, like, if you had one shot, one opportunity, like, I think that's literally what he's saying in this scene. He's quoting that song to pump this other guy up and let him know that they can do it. Jeffster is real. These guys had a great cover of Bon Jovi's Blazing Glory, et cetera, Leaving on a Jet Plane. But my favorite was season 1 finale of Chuck, Toto Africa, coming in at number 2. Numero uno. I mean, that face says it all, right? If you have seen Arrested Development, you are aware of what I'm referring to, and that is the final countdown. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Anytime I hear it, and I watch a lot of sports, anytime I hear it, I see this face. Will Arnett's character, Gob / Job Bluth. And he is a wannabe magician. He's not very good, but he loves it, and he always comes out to the final countdown. I cannot hear the final countdown without thinking of him and this character. So it was a pretty slam dunk #1 for me, simply because I hear that song so much, and this image is etched into my brain. So just boom, 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 boom. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by today's edition of the Ultimate Fan Guy. Thank you. If you have suggestions for the list, drop them in the comments below. If you like the list, drop me a like, leave a comment. I want to thank you for stopping by. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. Much, much love, and I will see you hopefully very soon.